Time for us to choose to go within in this brief time here together this morning. So all that is outside in your world, put it aside for a moment. As we still our voices and our rustling in our seats, or any sound that's there, let's go into that quiet place. Through the doorway, the portal of hearing. What do you hear now? Perhaps there's a steady hum of some sort. Perhaps nothing but some sense within yourself. Focus on that. Focus on that little bit of hearing that's still there when you decide to be quiet. What do you hear? So now that your ears are wide open, ready to hear, bring your willingness to listen and to follow. I'd like to ask just 2 questions. And we'll spend quite some time in silence listening. First question is, who am I? Who am I? What's my nature? What's my uniqueness? What's special about me, not in the eyes of anybody else, but just in my sense of knowing? Spend some time in the quiet to consider the question, who am I? You've probably unearthed some gifts that you may have long forgotten. Some aspect of you that you just hadn't thought about for a long time. Take that to yourself. Hold it close. And ask yourself another question. How am I to serve? Know that service enhances you, enhances all that you touch. But the greatest impact will be there when you know how you are to serve. Some of you may already know that. And this just reinforces that. But some of you are still listening. Remember, we're listening for that still, small voice that we hear in the quiet, that guides us and tells us how we are to serve. So ask yourself a question and spend the time in silence listening. How am I to serve? You may have heard some small voice that gave you an inkling of how you are to serve. Or you may have heard a loud, booming voice that says, this is it. This is where you are. Whatever you heard, give it your attention. Because this is yours to do in the world. When you do that, you will change, and the world will change. We are so grateful for the opportunity to serve because it blesses us equally with those that we may serve. So bring back to this time, in this place, bring back to your awareness here today what you've heard. Nurture it and act on it as led by Spirit. As you bring your awareness back, open your eyes or wiggle your fingers or your toes, have a sense of being back, but you've come back changed. Something in you knows a bit more. Something